Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kamlesh ji, you joined. Thank you so much. Hopefully, there'll be some more people joining. But anyway, today I'm going to be alone. And I just want to say that hello to everybody. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Salam Alaikum, and Jai Shri Krishna to everyone, all our friends. And today, just a recap of a couple of things, beautiful things that's been happens in our life. I was very lucky to have a few people coming over to my house on Friday. I had a very nice time, beautiful time, and I learned a lot of things from friends that normally I don't get time to talk to some of them. So they came and we spent time together, and we sang and we did some shairi and poetry, shairi, singing. It was really fun. It was one of the nice days. I just want to say gratitude, gratitude, and gratitude. And this is something that another thing that one of our very nice lady who came on Monday, her name is Anu. She's from New Delhi, and she had come and she was speaking about life and a lot of things, explained a lot of things about tarot card reading and a lot of stuff. It was really very, very nice of her to do that. This is the second time that she had come, and she had spoken very highly about that. So I was thinking maybe one day I will take let me see if I can take a class or something or learn something from her. So we do have a lot of inspirational people that come. Narendra ji, as you know, he comes a lot to our program, and his everything is according to Bhagavad Gita. And also recently we've been having Bhupinder ji from Westchester has been coming, and like I said, Anu Kalra has come, and that's Manmeet Kaur has come. So a couple of people, also my friends on Facebook, yesterday I was just going through it, and one of my friends, she's become pretty good online, but what I'm saying is that she's traveling right now, and she's in Reykjavik, Iceland, and she did a program from there. She's a very well spoken person. Good morning ji, good morning Asha ji, Anil ji, actually Anil ji, good morning, Jai Mata Di aapko bhi. So she spoke about negative people in our life and negativity, which is really going around a lot. How to recognize a person who's negative? I think a lot of us know how to do that. But and also at the same time, yesterday, I looked at my old program, but from 3 years, exactly 3 years, which is because Facebook sends you pictures and messages and things that, every year on that particular date, you see things. So I was looking at that program 3 years ago, and we were doing it only for half an hour, and we had 4 people. Unfortunately, one of them sometimes comes, but not all of them come anymore. But it was a very, very, very good program. I was really looking at myself. I said, it was during the pandemic, and I said, you know what? How come my skin is glowing and my hair is long and everything looks so good? Why? Because I was home the whole time, and eating food at home, not going out, paying attention to everything at home. So during the pandemic, as everybody knows, that we were home, and that was it. We cooked everything. I mean, I used to order things from outside. They used to leave it outside my house, from Whole Food, from different places. Basically, just stayed home. And I said, my God, my hair, everything looks much better than what it does now. So then I realized, I said, that's the reason, because not going out to eat. Now we're going out to eat a lot. We've been going, I've been going in 1 week, sometimes 3 days, 2 days, and you miss the home cooked food. You go out to eat, it's not the same thing. But during the pandemic, there was no choice. We were eating at home. I was eating home morning, afternoon, night, not going anywhere, cleaning up, doing things, doing this. So sometimes we really have to stop everything and just concentrate on what is. Good morning, Nalini, how are you? And we just have to stop everything and take a look around us. Just what is your house, your family, and everything needs your attention. Sometimes they do need attention, and we're so busy going here and there, we just forget about it. But that time during the pandemic, believe it or not, it was not a very good time in our life. But I did pay a lot of attention. Like I said, everybody who came, they looked much healthier, much better. They all looked good. And we had a lot of people attending our program also at that time. And they're not coming right now, but they used to come at that time a lot. So let's hope they start coming back and, attracting. And at the same time, we were talking about gratitude in our life at that program 3 years ago, exactly 3 years ago. And at the same time, yesterday, I happened to see my friend, Dr. Sobia, who was traveling. She was in Switzerland and she traveled to different places. And now she's in Reykjavik, Iceland, and I was there exactly to the day 4 years ago. Exactly the same place that she is, I was there 4 years ago. So she did a wonderful program about negativity, how to recognize people who are negative to you. So I'm not going to go into details that she did, but she explained that, you can figure it out. If somebody's not appreciating what you're doing, pinpointing, saying things behind your back, that's gossiping, of course. And we know that people do that. And also when you go to a gathering and some people avoid you, I noticed that a couple of times myself. I said, how come that person used to talk to me before and say hello to me and now just looks at me and turns their face? Why they do that? Because somebody's gossiped about you. And then now you don't know who it is, but somebody said something and they just try to avoid you. So this happens to a lot of us, and she just said how to take care of it, not to encourage it, not to give into it. If they're not responding to your friendship or whatever, just leave it at that. Don't go into too much details. But there are negative people all around us, and instead of encouraging us or say something nice, they'll try to bring you down because they're not happy themselves. Why they do that? Because they're not happy from inside. So that's the thing. And the gratitude program, that other one, I'll come back to negativity again, but the other program that I just stumbled onto from my memories, I said, oh my God, exactly 4 years ago. And picture from my Iceland, I said, oh my God. That program was 3 years ago. The pictures from Iceland 4 years ago. I was in Paris and I was in London. It was 105 degrees, believe it or not. As soon as I went to Iceland, it was 55. I mean, what a difference, and so much fun. I love that place. I love that country, and I really want to go back again. So we always speaking about sad thing, but now we're not all of us are not that close that we used to be, which I feel bad about. But we all spoke very nicely. I said it was during the pandemic time 3 years ago. It was right in the middle in July, and everybody appreciated their families, their friends, their community. I even now I say it, that when you get up in the morning, you can put your feet down on the step. Okay, you can walk, you can go to the bathroom, you can get something to drink. Your hands are moving. You can say something. That is a God gift right there, that you can get up and move around, and do things. Isn't that something to be grateful about? I think so. It is. I really do. And then you go on, you have something to eat, you have food to eat. Okay, you have so much stuff in the fridge that you don't know what to do with it. And you got a nice house, air conditioned, the summer, everything there. So every day, those are the small things that we take it for granted. It's not really granted. A lot of people all over the world, they don't even have a roof on their head. They sleep anywhere they can get. And yet sometimes they look very happy. Like in India, I've seen a lot of, I used to I was in my house, in my in-laws' house, of staying there, and I used to see people walking around. You just sit by, and you can see people all over. It's never a time that there's nobody around. You see so many people, and walking. I used to see little kids walking with their parents. They're probably coming back from work, and they're running around playing without any shoes or anything. They're smiling and laughing. They're enjoying their life. And over here you see a lot of people who have everything, and still they're not happy. So I guess money really doesn't have anything to do with it too much. It does give you all the benefits, of course, but it's your own mindset that can make you happy and be grateful to ऊपर वाले से कि भी मिला हुआ है सब कुछ. Now this country has, I believe, has given us so much that I'm very happy and very grateful that I live in this country, and my family's here, a lot of my good friends are here, and we have to be grateful about that. अगर आपके साथ you have a good group of friends who encourage you, who are with you at the time of need, and they don't criticize you, they don't do this, then you know what? That's also something to be grateful about. So also, of course, हमारे जो माँ बाप हैं, parents हैं, how they brought us up, कौन से संस्कार दिए हैं, क्या सिखाया हमको. I mean, in my case, my parents are not there anymore, but I remember them. When I do some certain things, I do remember, and I said, you know what? I think mom would have told me to do it this way, not this way, or she would have. This is the way I was told to do. Good morning, Ji. Good morning, Vikas Ji. How are you? I'm looking forward for your next week's program. So we look back and we remember our parents that way, what they taught us, what they told us. So I do that. I do sometimes. I'm trying to do some things. I said, nah. My dad wouldn't have liked it. He would have said to do this way. Why am I doing this way? So those things do come back in our mind, and I'm always grateful for them for giving me such a good upbringing that I carry those. I try my best to carry those values. I try my best to be a good friend. I try my best to help the community as much as I can, and I try to bring this program. As you all know, I started with it was a very good idea by one friend. His name was Kulbhushan. He was during the pandemic. We were very close. We used to talk almost every day. He gave me the idea. He said, "Veena ji, आप बातें अच्छी करते हो. कुछ Facebook में करो. A lot of people are depressed. They're not happy. They're going through a hard time. तो कुछ शुरू करो. To lighten up the day so that in the morning they can get up and watch your program." So, thank you, Ramaji. So what I did is then I said, that was a Friday evening. I mean, I've repeated the story many times, but I love to explain that again to some new friends of ours. So I said, that was Friday. I said, what? I have to go live on Facebook and talk. I said, I don't know if I can do that. I'm not sure how to do it. First of all, how do I go there and do this? How do I do that? How do I do this? Then I have a very, very peppy, energetic, and a very influential, talented friend, young woman, very chef, and very good friend, and she was also into fashion industry, and very good singer, very good entertainer. So we were quite close at that time, because she was also not working at that time. So I called her up. I said, hey, do you want to do something? Do you think that's a good idea that somebody gave me this suggestion that we can do something, start talking, and will you join with me, do it with me? So that was a Friday, and she said, Veena ji, क्या वेट करनी है, मंडे से शुरू करते हैं. मैं कहा तुझे आज तो फ्राइडे है, मंडे से कैसे शुरू करेंगे? कहते लीव इट अप टू मी, आई विल डू समथिंग. एंड देयर यू आर. Monday we started half an hour. I don't know how we did it. We did it in some other form, not in Zoom. I said, I'm not spending all that money to go on Zoom and do all this. I don't even know how long it's going to last, what's going to happen. Let's try it a few times and see how it goes. So my friend Nupur, her name is Nupur, what she did was she said, what time is good for you? I said, I think 9 o'clock. I said, no, I'm not getting up that early. 11 o'clock, I said, no, it's too late. So we came up on 10:30. I said, okay, let's do that 10:30. And I will be with you, she said. We'll go. And then she, believe it or not, on Monday when she started the program, and I said, क्या नाम क्या रखना चाहिए? नाम भी तो रखना है, flyer भी बनाना है. She said, you leave it up to me. Leave it up to me. So I gave her some suggestions. Good morning, Rashmi ji. Kya haal hai? I'm remembering those days when we used to be meeting in Zoom or Skype during the pandemic. आपको तब भी मिले थे हम, आपको जगत दोनों को आपको. And so then what happened, Monday came, and then she started doing some kind of, she said, Veena ji, aise join karo, yeah. And then she made the agenda for the whole week. So we're going to start at 10:30. And then she says, before the program, we decided on the name. She said, Dil Diyan Gallan. I said, oh, that's a very nice name. But then we both looked into Dil Diyan Gallan. There were like 25 people, 25 groups or pages or whatever, the same name. So we had to change it to Dil Diyan Gallan with Veena Lamba. So that, of course, Veena Lamba, not too many people have that name, but that group. So that's how this name came about. And then that Monday we started, and we said, okay, what shall we talk about? All the stuff that we have in our house we don't really need. Go through it. What do you make? What are you going to cook today in your house? We can't go out to get anything to eat. We're not going to go out. We're not going to leave the house. So what should we do to improve our life? What should we do? Can we घर में exercise भी कर सकते हैं? Yeah, she said, let's go up down the stairs, walk in your house, do this. You have enough. Go through everything in your room, in all the rooms, and that's the advice we gave to everybody. We were talking, the two of us. So that's how we started. And then the next day we had a different theme, and the next day we had a different. So we were doing it first for about 20 minutes at 10:30. We used to finish by 5 minutes before 11, and and then we were done with 20 minutes, 25 minutes. That was the beginning. And then it started to expand to half an hour. Half an hour was doable. Then it went up to, after a few months, then she had her work picked up, Nupu's work picked up, so she had to leave. Then I got a few other good friends who joined me, Jyoti ji, Jag ji, and Kulbhushan used to come. Like I said, we were very close. We used to talk every day. Life changes, things change in life. Doesn't mean that we have to be close all the time. Everybody has their own life. People are busy, they get busy. So, but they came and they really were with me at that time of need. They joined and we had a good time. Then we started getting guests. We started bringing guests over. We started bringing cooking people. We had people who, then we got Narinder ji, who talks about Bhagavad Gita. And now we're having, like I said, we are 3 years into it now, 3 years and 2 months. So gratitude, gratitude, and gratitude for all those people. Even if we don't meet every day, but I really, really feel that I really have to thank them. In the beginning of this program 3 years ago, 3 years and plus, that they joined with me and they supported me, they supported this group, and people joined. Ramaji, then she also started coming and doing talks with Dori program mein bhi aayi thi, and then she likes to sing, and then she comes once in a while, she comes on the Shukrana day. So a lot of people started joining. Asha ji and Anil ji supported me a lot. They brought so many guests, and they used to come themselves a lot. But think because they're right now the situation at work is different, so they're working people. But a lot of people have joined now. Guests, one guest, you become friendly with one guest, then they bring 3 guests. So that's how it goes. Right now, Shali ji is very big supporter, and Ranjana ji introduced me to Bhupinder ji. Asha ji and Anil ji, introduced me to a lot of people. They used to come and sing. They used to do the Shukrana. They used to come on this. And then Nupur still comes. She does sometimes shairi. Then sometimes she does a cooking lesson. So and also luckily I have a very, very good friend. She's become friendly. She's a doctor in Dallas. She works there. She's a, I think, internal medicine. But she knows knowledge. She has doctor, obviously. She knows everything. So I do have a program with her once a month. So she comes. And sometimes we have a discussion group, which is overdue right now, which I will, try to, form a group to do that. So I'm grateful for that. And like I said, we have to be grateful. Get up in the morning. We have a nice, beautiful house. Most of us living here, we have a place to live, something to eat, too much to eat, or rather. Go out. We have friends. We have this. So, thoda gratitude, Shukrana karna chahiye. Although today is not a Shukrana day, but I feel, and then I feel that if you have good set of friends, a good family, your spouse, and everybody's good to you, you're good to him, she's good to you. Why not? That's the best thing in the world. You go out together, you enjoy your life. Your kids are good to you. The kids are well taken care of. The grandkids are there. Extended family, your friends. I still think the same thing when I was saying when I was during the pandemic, that I got in touch with a lot of my family in India and other countries, also Australia and in England, in Canada. I started getting right into them, calling them, and I said, what, it's been years I didn't get in touch with you. What happened? So we started, so during the pandemic, I will not say, it was a very bad time. A lot of people passed away. They were sick for a long time. Medication didn't come out. Then Pfizer came out or something. And then, Moderna, I think they came out, and then other things came up. So for me, when Pfizer came, I went to one very good friend of mine, Ramaji. She had gone. And I was trying to get my first those shots. I said, you know what, I don't know what to do. And I called up some place. They said, you know what, this was in January. They said, come at the end of March for your first booster or whatever, first one. I said, what? I can't wait that long. This is January, February, first week in February. I said, you know what, I don't want to wait that long. Then my friend Rama, she had gone to some hospital in Brooklyn. And I happened to call her and she said, I just came and I got the first Pfizer shot. I said, really? That was 6 o'clock in the evening. I said, you know what? I told my husband, I said, what time are they open up to? She said, maybe 7:38. Brooklyn, I don't really drive. I said, you know what? My husband doesn't drive that much anymore. I said, you know what? Get ready. He said, what? Get ready. I said, just come the way you are. And I also went the way I was. I'm going to Brooklyn. I'm going to this hospital. I put that in the GPS. And I said, I drove. She says, you go in the line. You wait over there. They take you in. And I said, no, I'm not going to wait until the end of March. I want to go now and do it now. What are you? नहीं क्या जाना है? Wait करते हैं, ये करते हैं. I said, no, I'm not waiting. You come with me, otherwise I'm going alone. So then he came, and then we both drove there. We were there in about 45 minutes. Luckily, the traffic wasn't too bad. And I went there, and luckily, as soon as we went, after one person after us, they cut off the line. They said, that's it for the day. And then we went there, we got the shot, I don't know what you call it, shot or booster, whatever it was, Pfizer. The first one I got, and my husband got it. So I was so relieved. I said, oh my God. And I met some friends there too, a lot of people. And I took a picture. I said, oh, I put it on the Facebook. I said, yeah, I got my first Pfizer, COVID shot, to protect myself. So I was so happy, was so thrilled. And then after a few months, you get another one. So I have taken at least 4 or 5 of them so far. And some people are saying, why are you taking so many? I think 2, 3 is enough. I said, you know what? They came out with it, so why not? Must be something, good reason behind it. Why shouldn't I take it? So I did. So now, so far, so good. I don't know if they come up with anything new. But now everybody's going out. Nobody's wearing very few people are wearing the mask. I do have the mask all over in my bag, in my car. I still have the sanitizers. I still have everything, the whole box that I kept that time. I still have it in my car in case I need it. But hopefully this doesn't come back. But just recently, this last weekend, we were supposed to go to somebody's house for a get-together, and the wife, she said, you know what, her husband, she said, no, you better not come, because she said he got the COVID. I said, what? I said, I thought the COVID was a little bit. She said, no, he got the COVID. So obviously the plan was cancelled. So I'm just saying that it's still there, it's still around. So I guess we still have to be very careful. And now when I go to the places like Costco and all that, I put the mask on. I go to a big store to buy something, I put the mask on now. So I started putting that back on again after hearing this thing. But just hopefully that it's not going to be as bad as what it was, and hopefully it's, it doesn't. It's just a rare case that is not, not something that's going to overtake the whole world again. Just hope and prayer. So far, I mean, I also got the COVID during the Thanksgiving. I thought I was I got the shot. I don't know, nothing's going to happen to me. I just got the booster a few days, about a week before, and it was a Thanksgiving, and everybody, my whole family was in my house, including the small grandkids. Everybody was here. My 3 daughters, the husbands, 2 of them, the son-in-laws, my grandkids, my husband, myself. My daughter was pregnant at that time. She just had a baby like 2.5 months ago. So then I started feeling, I was very tired. I'm doing this, I'm working too hard, putting this thing, doing this. I'm not letting the girls do any work. I said, sit down and talk and have a good time. I'm doing all the work. I said, maybe I'm tired. I want to go and lie down in my bed for a little bit. So I went up, and my daughter came up to me. She said, Mom, what's the matter? I said, I just feel a little tired. So she got the COVID test, so she put that in my mouth, and after 5-10 minutes, she said, Mom, you're positive. I said, what? All this time I was always negative. I said, do it again. I don't believe it. She said, no. And she did it again. So it was positive. So, and then luckily my son-in-law is a doctor, and Thanksgiving everything closes. You know that in this country nothing was open, but there was one pharmacy, CVS, that was open 24 hours for this purpose. Only something was open. So being a doctor, he got the Pfizer. I think there's a medication Now, I can't remember the name, but he drove there, and it was quite far. He drove there and he picked up the medication and he bought it, and he said he's got to take 3 tablets right now, right this minute, and then it's not going to be that severe. I said okay. So I did take the 3 tablets, and but I was that was the next day was Friday, of course. Thursday is the next day was Friday, and I was feeling off and on, and my husband was taking care of me, this and that, and I said, you know what, I think it's going to be because 2 of us are together in the house. So he was taking care of me the whole day and everything, and a couple of my very good friends like Kamlesh, and they sent me food, and Ramaji, and a lot of people came over, and I said don't come in, just left the food outside, and a lot of people, so that was a big help. Also I had leftovers from a lot of stuff from Thanksgiving left over. But then after one day or something, my husband started feeling, I said you better check, and he got it. But by Sunday, because of that, taking this medication, I started feeling much better, much better. So the best thing, the thing was Friday and little Saturday, I was starting feeling better, but Sunday I was much better, much better. So, and luckily the CVS that was opened, my son-in-law ordered for my husband, and it was like by a window. I don't have to go inside or anything. So, I went and picked it up for him. I went there on Sunday and I picked it up for my husband. I said I didn't have to go out, nothing, had my mask on. I just picked it up and gave it to him. So he took it. So he was down for 2-3 days. But 4 days, we both. I was fine by Monday, Tuesday. I was fine totally. I didn't feel I had anything. I was okay. And then he started feeling better after 3-4 days too. So thank God it wasn't that bad. But I know some people, before this Pfizer medication came out, it was there were like 10 days and you couldn't go out. I mean, I didn't go out after that for about 7 days, but the medication I had to rush and get it. They were not delivering it in the house. So in the night I just went and picked up from the window and I bought it and gave it to him. But both of us stayed in for about, I think, 7 days each, or 5 days, 7 days, something like that, until we got better. So those things we went through. So I really am grateful, and with gratitude I really feel that thank God it wasn't that bad. So this is a short program about this thing. Just a few things I wanted to share with all of you, and also about negativity in our life. They like I said, be careful who they are and what they're. You'll know who they are, and just be aware. If somebody's not appreciating what you do, or for anybody, anything, and they always just criticize instead of appreciating you and spreading things about you, then you know that those people are kind of negative and they're not really your friends. So one has to be very careful of that also. But we wish them the best. Everybody goes on with their life, and then that's the way the world goes around. But everybody has their own choices, who they want to be friends with, and what they want to do. So my thing is that God bless everyone. Let them do what they have to do. So I just this was couple of things that I want to thank all my guests who come. There's so many of them that I cannot even name each and every one of them. But I just said Anu was here on Monday. She's a spiritual. She worked for 25 years in a big company, and then she's doing all kind of other spiritual things, tarot card reading and other things, and now she's learning to do palmistry. So that's she says she's going every weekend to learn. She's in New Delhi in India, but very nice person. We had good talk on that day, Monday. So this coming Friday we're going to be having Bhupinderji. Ranjanaji introduced me to him. He's also very well spoken, very good to listen to him, very, very good. This is going to be his 3rd time that he's going to come. So I will request everyone to join on Friday at 10:30 a.m. same time, and listen to him. It's going to be a very good topic once again, and he brings people from all over the world because he has a big following himself. He has a big a company, like a big foundation in India, in which he helps the poor, underprivileged. He provides food, he provides a lot of shelter, clothes, and everything in India, which is a very nice thing to do. So he has followers from United States, from Australia, and all over the place. So this program is going to be circulated all over there, and maybe live questions and answers. So I will request all of you to join, and next Monday we'll let you know what's coming up. So thank you so much for listening to me. I don't know who's left over here. I know Kamlesh is here, and Anand is watching. Rashmi was watching, Rashmi Bediji. Ramaji, Vikas ji was here. He's still here. I don't know. Nalini is here, and Anil ji, and these are the few people. And of course, this program is going to be circulated around, and people can watch later on. So I want to say, have a wonderful, lovely morning. It's still like 11 o'clock over here, 11:06 a.m. in the morning here, and yeah, thank you so much. Everybody should, but same time they have a choice. What they think and do. People do their own thing in their own way, so everybody has their own right to do. And like Dr. Sobia said, let them do what they want to do, but you just have to recognize who they are and take care of yourself. Because if you don't, then who will? And do good for the community where you live. Do good for your family. Try to do the best you can with everything. And this is all a community service program, right? I do that from my own, I do that for my. I'm not making any money out of this thing. Nothing. It's all community service. So thanks all who joined, and I want to thank all of you. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here on Friday. And Monday we have two programs, in the morning and in the evening. Vikas ji was here. He's going to be coming, and it's going to be a musical evening. Please don't forget to join. He's a wonderful singer. He's from Chicago, and I'm really looking forward for Monday night program and the morning program as well. I think Dr. Arum is coming from Dallas. So thank you very much, everyone. Bye for now. Let's say goodbye. Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, Salam Alaikum, and Jai Shri Krishna to all. And have a lovely day. Thank you. Or evening. Bye.